And pleads guilty to a double murder that has left families without answers since 2013. But the murderer is also part of the family. They were all there today, and WDBJ7's Lindsay Cook was in the courtroom too.
Over a decade later, two families have justice. Daniel Duncan pled guilty to the first-degree murders of Vicky Purdy and his uncle, Ricky Dodson. Duncan will be serving 28 years behind bars. But based on the family testimony I have here in my hands that was read in the plea deal Monday afternoon, those closest to the victims say it's not enough.
What is your plea? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
A case spanning more than 11 and a half years closes. Daniel Duncan admits he murdered Vicky Purdy and Ricky Dodson on October 4th, 2013. Frances Hyleton, Duncan's mother and Dodson's sister, called the 12-year search for justice a nightmare, saying, quote, "The answer that has finally come has only brought more heartache for our family," end quote. She went on to say, quote, "I could have never imagined that my loving little boy would grow up and make the choices that you have made," end quote. The rest of the family testimony reveals even more pain. Purdy's sister, Teresa Lancaster, told the court, quote, "When my sister Vicky Purdy was murdered, shot, and burned up like a piece of garbage in 2013, it was the worst living nightmare. Now the monster has a face and a name," end quote. Duncan's plea deal includes 35 years for each murder, but 21 years of each sentence are suspended, leaving the total time to be served at 28 years. Another of Purdy's sisters, Lisa Cockrum, called the time nothing. Duncan's plea deal means he won't sit in front of a jury for a trial, and his other charges relating to the murders are dropped. Vicky Purdy's daughter told the court, quote, "It's God's protection over us to not have to go to trial," end quote.
I spoke with the families briefly after court. They say they're grateful to the Franklin County Sheriff's Office and the Commonwealth's attorney for pursuing this investigation and helping them finally find peace. In Franklin County, Lindsay Cook, WDBJ7.